So I guess you just found this. This is a tweet from Verity and Vidity. What I find really interesting is that in this video, she mentions how happy she is that the video was released. Quote, I'm really happy that the World Star video got released. That was good. Piece to the puzzle.
When was this?
I don't know.
A couple years ago.
A couple
I
years
think
ago?
2016. Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm really happy that the World Star video got released. It was a good piece to the puzzle.
Hold on, what led up
this
to
shit
this?
gets crazy.
I love Travis Scott. I just think that
She sounds more urban here than I remember.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just vibe with his music. It reminds me of everything I've always liked. And because of that, then, of course, I love Kanye West as well.
Anti-Semitist! No, I'm kidding.
She likes Nazis.
Where I don't really have to think about it too much. Of course, I
just want to know what was leading up to this video question.
Travis Scott's probably my favorite and has been for a while.
Okay. What do you have in store for 2016?
Yeah, what do you have in store?
2016, meaning this is in the beginning of 2016 or this is late 2015? I did math.
6 years ago, May 31st.
Either way, this was the time when she said she was being trafficked.
Okay.
Well, this is the most logical time for it. She didn't actually say she was being trafficked during this time, although she does
you're right.
say that it's a possibility. But, you know, when we investigated her story, it's clearly the 2012 to the 2016 era where the stripping and maybe prostitution happened.
Okay.
2016 is already started, so here we are. I'm really happy that the World Star video got released. That was a good piece to the puzzle.
I mean, that's not good.
In the store, I basically
to what puzzle?
Right now, I'm trying to get back to basics of like why I started doing everything. And what I'm doing right now is I'm working on a project that's really like social media heavy. I want to have it. It's really hard to explain because it's basically, let's put it this way. I'm getting back to more of the art and why I started like doing everything. Like if it's not going to trip my trigger and give me like a fire in my belly, I'm not going to do it. Let's put it that way. So I'm not.
So no more twerking in the desert or more twerking in the desert?
All that type of stuff anymore. Like I'm really.
Well, if it doesn't trip or trigger.
Really like. I'm not even going for the money.
I don't even know if my trigger's ever been tripped.
What does that even?
Go back?
What is that? I don't know what that means.
I think we have to ask Alec Baldwin for that one.
All right, let's go back 15 seconds. Frank says she alludes to getting paid. What's 489 minus 15? Okay.
Like doing everything. Like if it's not gonna trip my trigger, give me like a fire in my belly, I'm not gonna do it. Let's put it that way. So I'm not doing like endless photo shoots for BS. Like I'm not doing all that type of stuff anymore. Like I'm really just focusing on stuff that I really like. I'm not even going for the money about it. I'm literally just going for stuff that I really, really enjoy and really.
So does that sound like she just got finished talking about this music video and then she says, I'm going to get back to creativity. I'm not even going to do it for the money anymore. And after she said she's happy the music video was released. That doesn't sound like a trafficked person to me. But what do I know? I'm not a biologist. She got paid for modeling, says Frank. Yeah, it's in the same thought. Right.
Mm-hmm. She got paid for modeling. She was a model. She did music videos. It was all everything that she's happy about was consensual.
And piece to what puzzle? Like
I don't hear one thing in this interview about advocating for victims.
Not one.
Not one.
I mean, right now she's just dealing with the flow, and she just wants to talk about like how her
creativity.
Maybe
part of the flow is advocating for survivors.
Survivors.
Maybe the survivor part is coming later. Hold on.
If that makes any sense.
Well, right after this is when she allegedly goes to the trafficking place that talks about her because that was 2017. So, like after this, she talks about being a stripper and finding a Bible with a website that took her to this place for people that had been trafficked. And
what was the date on this video in 2016? May
31st.
When was she arrested? She was arrested in 2016.
Yeah, but I don't know what day.
Let me look it up. I think Zero Dark Tony had it up
Arrested
on his.
for what?
It never says. It doesn't
Something
say.
about tripping a trigger. She was.
She was like
Something-
tripping this trigger, and it just happened.
Hold on. Frank is looking it up. She was arrested February 5th, 05.
She was also arrested October 29, 2001.
October 29th, 2001 as okay, wow.
And I can't see.
No, there's one
then-
more.
All
I
right.
can't see the other one.
Okay. But we know there was an arrest in 2016.
Yeah. I'm going through Zero Dark Tony's tweets because he has it. When I find it, I'll shout it out. But it is 2016 for sure.
A lot of what my modeling was getting sort of convoluted in money. So money was
Did she say money?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dollar bills, y'all?
more of the
Ka-ching.
agenda over the last year, and now I'm not even caring at all about the money, and I'm literally just going for what moves me the most. So that's what I'm working on now. It's super bare bones. Like I said, I don't want to be famous, so I'm cool if like this is the level that I stop at, which sounds so weird to most people, I'm sure, but that's 'cause they
It's
don't-
all about the money for her.
Okay, well, thank you very much. And we'll let you know
April
if we can get
10th,
my website.
2016. So this
Sorry,
video
it's
is
like the worst
after
interview ever.
after she got arrested.
And,
I
okay,
talk
so
a lot.
so in that mugshot, she says that is where she was at the ER, and that she was arrested by police when she came forward, saying that she was a victim, and it was she also had gotten the number before she went to the ER when she was at a strip club and got it on the back. She got a number off the back of a Bible. You would probably know more, Defango, but it's something weird.
Yeah, it's just a weird story, and like
Well, this
here,
is the arrest. I don't know if you said this already.
yeah,
Arrested
that's Zero
April
Dark
10th,
Tony's tweet.
April 10th, 2016. I can't believe they wouldn't let her throw on a smoky eye before this mugshot. I mean,
They didn't
come
want her to
on.
be like, that hot. She did. They didn't want her to have that hot
She
mugshot.
has a look to maintain. She has to trip her trigger.
Well, and then she also
Even-
says in this mugshot that she's wearing her abuser's like sweatshirt, or it's something like with this. She talks about the sweatshirt she's wearing. She talks about how she turned herself in. There's just this whole weird convoluted story that you're just like, what?
And I know Carol Roth. Carol Roth responded, imagine being upset that someone is speaking out against human This is not what anyone is upset about. No one is upset that what she's speaking out against. Like, we're upset about the holes in the story.
And may I add, this was an arrest in Chicago, Illinois. She says in Cordova, Illinois. Then there's ones where it's saying it's in Chicago at Cook County Jail, which is probably the worst place you want to be. But yeah, she was arrested in Illinois.
Not a bad point by Breezen. Are we sure she didn't get caught soliciting and made up a story about being trafficked?
Mm-hmm.
Anything
We
don't
possible
actually
right
know.
now.
You have to say to that?
Well, I mean, we just don't know what the warrant was for. That's the main thing. We don't really know why she got picked up, but you should remember that this is during the time that her dad is he's in the government for Illinois. He's like in the state house, and he has since 2011. So maybe that's why she was able to get herself out of it.
And is it also possible that they could get records buried?
It is.
Possibly, yes. But I mean, when you're booked, you're booked. Could he get them? Could it have been expunged on like yes, and you probably would know more on that than I would, Tree. But the other thing too is that her father was a doctoral. He's basically a preacher. And she blames the whole sex trafficking of why she got into it was because she was homeschooled and she was so sheltered. Inadvertently sometimes blaming her parents that, it was because she wasn't taught enough. and then you wonder, okay, so what's her relationship with her family? Because she also has 2 sisters, and you never see them come up either.
Judging by that
it's so
call with her
weird.
mom, it sounds like she has a great relationship with her
I know,
mom
right? She
and her
knows so
parents.
much.
And she
Mhm.
even at one point was like, I want to thank my parents for, like, it sounds like she has a very good relationship with them, and it was like respects them and like praising them for the job they did raising her.
Yet her mother has no idea what she's doing, because she had to repeatedly tell her in that video, "Hey, mom, remember when I told you this?" And she's like, "Wait, what?"
How embarrassing.
Mhm.
This is why I don't ask anybody in my family if they've seen anything that I've done, because I don't want to hear like, no, I'm literally busy doing anything else. Her mom, she was like, Mom, have you read my blog? She's like, oh, I've been busy. Oh, look at the time. This is like, that's step number 1 of doing anything online. Don't ask anyone in your fucking family if they read or watch your shit. You're just setting yourself up for disappointment.
But then on Dr. Drew, she does say that she lives with her family back where she grew up, which would be near Rock Island, Illinois, which is on the border of Illinois and Illinois and Iowa. Hence why I think she's going to this Cedar Rapids conference, because it's like, you know, a hop, skip, and a jump over from Rock Island, and that that they all live on the same farm. They all live down the street from each other.
Yes.
Nice.
So, and she says that on Dr. Drew when you watch the whole clip. I mean, there's just so many holes in the wall of this story, and you don't know. I feel like Charlie Day in that meme where you're trying to have it all connect
With the red strings. Yeah.
I feel like that's like how it's been trying to.
And then
you know,
someone barges in and goes, how dare you criticize someone helping others? And you're like,
you mean
"Oh,
Greta Thunberg? How dare you?
how dare you?" And she's like
Greta, what?
directing her own arrest like a one-woman freaking show.